Hi, I'm Erica, and I hope your week is off to a fantastic start. I'm thrilled that you're here, and if you're new to the Tea Minds, then welcome. This is a lovely, warm, cosy space where we pause for tea so that we can reconnect with ourselves, rebalance our mind, body, and spirit, and learn how to savour those precious moments before they slip away. In each episode, we explore how something as simple as a cup of tea can be a gateway to mindfulness, mental fitness, and learning to be more present in the way that we live. With inspiring tea routines, thought provoking insights, and heartfelt conversations with amazing guests, this is your time to pause, rebalance, and thrive. Life is fast, but your tea doesn't have to be. So pop the kettle on, grab your favourite mug, and let's dive into the art of living with a tea mind. And a very warm welcome to this deep dive on the meta element. This is the last in our cycle round the five element continuous spiral. The meta element is all about refinement, reflection, and gratitude. So in Chinese five element theory, the meta element represents clarity, structure, and transformation. It's associated with autumn, a season of letting go and refining what remains. Metal governs the lungs and the large intestine, symbolizing the processes of intake and release, what we take in and what we let go of, both physically and emotionally. The colour white or silver, the emotion of grief, and a crisp contracting energy are also tied to the metal element. It brings precision and reflection into our lives, and it teaches us to really honour what is valuable and to release what is no longer serving us. It fosters that sense of clarity and resilience. And in the context of the tea mind, metal aligns with practices of gratitude, which allows us to really refine our perspective and focus on what truly matters to us. Herbal infusions with their pure and varied qualities complements metal's energy by offering nourishment, balance, and simplicity. So some of the characteristics of the metal element then, we've got clarity and precision because metal is all about refinement. It's about cutting away the unnecessary to reveal what is essential. And this principle encourages us to seek clarity in our thoughts, actions, and surroundings, which fosters a sense of purpose and focus. And then we have release and renewal. So metal governs the processes of letting go, both in the physical body through the lungs and the large intestine and in our emotional lives. And by releasing what's no longer serving us, whether possessions, relationships, or mindsets, we can start to make space for new growth and new possibilities. Another characteristic of this element is gratitude and appreciation, and this is a really important one. At its core, metal values what is precious. So this perspective is deeply tied to gratitude, a practice which really helps to sharpen our awareness of life's gifts and strength and connects us to the present moment. And herbal infusions or tisanes are naturally caffeine-free beverages made from herbs, flowers, spices, or fruits. Unlike traditional teas, they are not from the Camellia sinensis plant. So they're limitless in varieties, reflecting the diverse and refined nature of the metal elements. And they are generally all caffeine free as well. There's lots of health benefits associated with herbal infusions, whether it's from their soothing and nurturing properties to their varied flavors and qualities. The fact that they're caffeine free as well allows them to be enjoyed at any time of the day or night. Makes them ideal for calming, grounding practices like gratitude tea routines. So the tea routine that I suggest for you this week is to get into the habit of once a day cultivating a gratitude tea routine. And this is a practice that can really transform the way that your mind looks at things by working on the connections for what's helping us and focusing on a sense of abundance rather than lack. And it aligns perfectly with the metal's reflective and clarifying energy, offering that little moment just to pause, appreciate, and start to recalibrate. So, as always, we're going to start creating our lovely calm space. So, perhaps find a little corner of your home or your office for this little tea routine. Make sure it's nice and calm and simple. Maybe use elements like whites or silver colors, clean surfaces. Make sure it's nice and minimalist, so that the energy is nice and calm. And then choose your herbal infusion. So just one that resonates with your moods or your needs. It might be chamomile for relaxation, or peppermint for clarity, or maybe some lemon and ginger for warmth and vitality. Today I'm brewing some Sleepy Mind, which is a green rooibos blended with some fenugreek, dandelion root, and a little bit of lavender. And just notice, using all your senses, all the different particles and the shapes and the aroma. And then you can begin to prepare your tea whenever you're ready. And as you heat the water and steep the herbs, just focus on the process, just slowing down and beginning to become aware of your breath, noticing the colours and the aromas and the textures of the infusion, and just reflecting on the journey that the herbs have made from the earth to your cup. And then start to ground yourself, just sitting comfortably with your feet flat on the ground, gently lowering your gaze as you breathe in through your mouth, feeling your connection to the earth, and breathe out as you exhale, just letting any tension and distractions be carried away on your exhale. And just repeat that process, sending your breath to any areas of tension. And while your infusion is steeping, perhaps just think of 3 things that you're grateful for today, and be as specific as possible. It's really helpful to focus on a specific moment or a person, on an experience that brought you some joy or comfort. And it can be as little as possible. And for each of these things that you're grateful for, just get curious and ask yourself, why am I grateful for this? How does it make me feel? And lastly, what lessons or insights have I gained from it? And as you sip your herbal infusion, just focus on its warmth, flavour, and aroma. And let each sip deepen your sense of gratitude and connection. And just notice that energy of gratitude filling your heart and radiating outwards. Just take a moment to notice how that feels. And it might help to write down your 3 points of gratitude in a journal, or share them with someone that you trust. And just by expressing your gratitude in this way, it helps to solidify its impact and starts to reinforce the habit. Some people make little notes on their phone, however you like to do it. My personal preference is pen and paper. I think there's something special about the act of putting pen to paper. And then when your tea's finished, just sit quietly for a moment and reflect on how the practice has shifted your perspective or your mood. And set an intention to carry this energy into the rest of your day. So there's some other things that you can do as well to bring this metal element energy into your life this week. First of all, start to declutter your space, because the metal element loves simplicity and order. So decluttering your physical and your digital environment can bring some mental clarity and help to reduce stress, and just aligning it with the metal element energy. And then some breathing exercise. Because the lungs are a metals associated organ, deep breathing practices are particularly beneficial. Techniques like box breathing, where you inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4, can really help to enhance that sense of focus and calmness. And then journaling. This is a really good one to maybe reflect on what you value most in life. Writing about your priorities and your dreams can really help you refine your goals and align with metals clarifying energy. And then a tea meditation, or any sort of mindfulness, just to help cultivate that sense of stillness and presence. It can help to visualize the metal element, perhaps as a gleaming surface or a crisp autumn breeze. It can really deepen your connection to its qualities. So while metal's qualities of clarity and precision are really valuable, an imbalance can lead to rigidity, isolation, or an excessive focus on perfectionism. Conversely, if there's too little metal element in your life, that may result in a lack of direction, or you might find it hard to let go. So signs of imbalance: if you've got too much metal elements, it can be perfectionism, difficulty adapting, or perhaps emotional detachment. And if there's a deficiency in the metal element, it might show up as more indecision, a lack of focus, or a feeling of being overwhelmed. So there's lots of strategies, as we've discussed. Physical practices like incorporating some gentle yoga or Tai Chi to harmonize that energy and foster flexibility. Connecting yourself to nature, spending time outdoors, particularly during autumn, and just observing the world changing around about you. And also paying attention to your diet and making sure it's nourishing, and including foods that support the lungs and large intestine, such as pears, white radish, and rice. And then herbal infusions like lemon and ginger can also help to aid that digestion and balance. And then focus on trying to do this little gratitude tea routine every day for this coming week. And notice how regularly expressing gratitude can help to cultivate a sense of abundance and connection. So Meta Elements refinement energy is all about honing your characters and your values. And through these gratitude practices, we can start to embrace Metal's energy to clarify what really matters most and release what is no longer serving us. So there's some questions that might be really helpful to reflect on as you're journaling while you're having your tea this week as well. Number one, what areas of my life need refinement or simplification? What areas of my life need refinement or simplification? And then, how can I practice gratitude more consistently? Just journal on that and see what comes up for you. And finally, what do I need to let go of to create space for growth? What do you need to let go of to create space for growth? So there we have it. That's an overview of the metal element this week. And it teaches us to value what is precious and release things that are unnecessary, and embracing clarity. So by integrating a simple gratitude tea routine paired with a herbal infusion, we can start to really cultivate mindfulness and appreciation and align ourselves with metal elements' reflective energy. So whether it's through chamomile's calming properties or peppermint's clarity, whatever it is, herbal infusions can provide a versatile and nourishing way to connect with the metal element. So as you sip your next cup of herbal tea this week, just take a moment to reflect on all the gifts in your life, however small, and the lessons that you've learned. And get curious as to how you can embody the refinement and resilience of metal. By honouring this element, you can start to create space for transformation, balance, and gratitude in your life. So let your cup of tea be a reminder of the preciousness of the present moment and the clarity that comes from approaching life's simple blessings and appreciating them fully. Thank you. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I encourage you to consider one idea that you could take forward into your own life today. If you found this useful, please share so that we can bring more people along on this Tea Mind journey with us. And just a little disclaimer to note that the content shared on the Tea Mind podcast and web pages are for informational and inspirational purposes only, and are not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your doctor or qualified healthcare professional with any questions that you may have regarding your health or a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay seeking it because of something you've heard on this podcast. The hosts and contributors of the T-Mind podcast disclaim any liability for decisions made based on the information provided. Always consult a professional for your individual needs.